to know your manufacturer. Don't go putting words in my mouth. I don't want you to open me up, especially without asking me first. I've got the last word here. You've been saying that ever since we met, and I still don't know what you want to see. Just tell me. Mara, if you do have actual feelings, that means you also have a conscience. Therefore, you possess singularity to some degree. Similarity is illegal. Singularity is illegal. If I'm going to live with an illegal android, I should at least know about it, don't you think? And you're willing to let a cheap mechanic open me up? There's good mechanics here. You'll be fine. Alright, at least it means you'll stop asking. It won't take too long. I know it might seem dangerous, but it really isn't. I've been here before. Mechanics are calm, nice people, and they rarely get into trouble. Illegal androids, on the other hand, are actually dangerous. Do I look dangerous to you? I barely reach your shoulders. You never know. I've seen smaller ones cause a lot of trouble. Androids without any kind of safety restrictions can be really unpredictable. So that's what you're afraid of me doing something you wouldn't expect. I'm not afraid of you. Don't be silly. Of course. So that's why you brought me here. I don't know. Your programming is weird. I'll take that as a compliment. Hey, what's repo deposit? It's written everywhere. It's the old owner of this refineries. Everything in this district is owned by some big company. Even I work for one. Hoplonsec, a security firm. And now we'll learn who made me. Do you have a prime suspect? You're probably a corporal model. They make pretty much every android in this district. Plus, they have the lead when it comes to new technologies. Everything will be fine as long as it's not Velta. They're never up to anything good. Are they dangerous? If they are, I really hope they didn't make me. They are, but only if you go against them. Actually, I heard they were up to something. We were gonna go to their headquarters in order to investigate something. But then the mission was cancelled in mere seconds. So they're more like a mafia. Kind of. Still, it's not like I care about what they do. I'd rather not interfere. One of the garage doors opens. It's the one I was looking for. I make my way there with Mara following me. I hope they work well. Hello, ladies. What can I do for you? I brought my android. She's a new model. A kind of weird one. I wanted to know if you could take a look at her. A new android. Ah, a 5th generation. Corporal's almost done with them. She's not the first one I've seen. I've taken a look at a few test models. Mara glances at me and steps back. She seems scared. I put my hand on her back and push her towards the mechanic. Calm down, girl. It won't hurt. I need you to take off your clothes. Is it really necessary? These new androids have very delicate skin sheets. They aren't as easy to open up like old models. Relax. Trust me. Mara takes her clothes off very slowly and then sits on the metal examination table. It's cold. Mara gives me one last look before the mechanic connects to her and turns her off. Her operating system doesn't have any kind of brand or trademark. How strange. Can you open her up? Of course, but we got to let her open up by herself, or we risk damaging her skin seams. This isn't my first time doing it. Don't worry. The mechanic carefully opens Mara's head, and the pieces move away immediately. How interesting. What is it? When I take a look at Mara's head, I see the worst possible thing I could find. Very few people know that symbol. It's Velta Labs' unofficial seal. They never risk leaving their actual mark on something they want to keep a secret. So Mara is probably an illegal android. I don't know that company. Do you? No idea. You can stop now. I think that's enough for me. The mechanic ignores me and motions to remove one of Mara's skull pieces. I just want to take a look. I told you to stop. As soon as his hands get close, Mara turns on again, and the previous lifeless pieces that covered her brain begin to beat. A dark red liquid starts flowing through the clear tubes connected to her brain. It's blood. What the hell? This thing's alive? It's not a damn android! Mara's brain suddenly closes, and all the pieces automatically move back into place. The mechanic recklessly pulls on the cable connecting them, and Mara cries in pain, blood flowing from her ear. I don't know how to react until I see him grabbing a wrench from the back. Help me! He tries to hit Mara with the wrench, but I manage to stop him by gripping his arm. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Let me go, she's a monster. We have to destroy her. What are you talking about? She's just a bioroid. So you knew it? Even if it's organic, that's still an artificial brain. No. I've seen bioroids before and not a single one would pump red blood or beat like an actual human. I can't be related to this thing in any way. He breaks my hold and once again gets ready to swing his wrench. I push Mara away with my right hand and use the mechanic's strength against him, leaving him on the floor. Are you really gonna defend that thing? Put it above an actual human? I kick him in the face, making him writhe in pain. I press my knee against his back and punch his nape with my metal arm. I don't stop hitting him until I feel the floor tiles with my knuckles. When I look around, I see Mara sitting up with her hands over her head. Seeing her makes me come back to my senses. Are you okay? She crawls away from me. I'm sorry, did he hurt you? I didn't want to. My ears hurt. Her hearing sensory seems to be completely destroyed. Your eyes. I feel a sudden throbbing pain in my head. Everything turns black. I wake up slowly. I'm outside the garage. What happened? Mara's sitting next to me. Her ear and her hands are still covered in blood. Are you okay? You had a seizure. Not this shit again. I'm fine. My head just hurts a little bit. How are you? It still hurts. We have to get away from here. I feel the need to protect her. You're really delicate. Let's get the fuck out of here. I reach out my hand. What's wrong? Come on, it's all over. You don't have to worry. Mara takes my hand and I help her get up. I look at her, looking for any other damages. Don't touch me, it hurts. I have to fix your ear. You can't leave that just hanging there. Now that I think about it, does it really hurt? Why would they make an android who can feel actual pain? What a stupid design. It's not stupid. Your brain knows when you have a damaged piece, just like any other android. Shut up! Can't you stop criticizing me for just one moment? Even now! Come on, let me cut that thing. I use my mechanical hand to hold the cable between my fingers and stretch it until it breaks. It was easy. It seems the pain has gone away, but I still feel bad for her. It doesn't hurt anymore. Thank you. But now I can't hear anything with this ear. This is all your fault. I'm sorry. I'll get it fixed. Don't worry about that. You could simply trust me, no matter who my maker is. You killed that man. These mechanics always keep a memory backup in a database. He can get a new body. I had to destroy his head or he'd have turned us in. Turned us in? So, am I illegal? Yes, very much so. Are you gonna turn me into the police? I am the police. You don't have to worry about that. Let's go home. Mara and I walk to an emergency exit, a tunnel followed by a set of stairs leading to the top. We take a floating train home. I suppose I should never go back to that place again. Your eyes went white while you were fighting, and then you passed out. It's been a while since the last time that happened. It's some kind of trance. I don't remember when that started, but I thought they'd gone away forever. But you stopped him from killing me. Yeah, but still, I'm sorry for bringing you in the first place. I'll never make you go through something like that again. But I need to know if you have any singularity. Why is that so important? 4 years ago, Velta developed a new android generation, the 4th generation. They used a self-improvement technique in automatic learning, which supposedly made each and every one of them unique. But the same day they went on sale, those androids tried to take over an entire district. The police managed to keep them out of the network and turn them off, but a lot of people died in the process. Ever since then, any kind of development in the singularity area is illegal. And then you're here, 4 years later, with the Velta Lab symbol on your brain, and a personality so human-like that it's impossible to tell you aren't actually one. I need to know what you really are. If I'm so important, why hasn't Velta tried to get me back? That's a good question. I'd like to know how Yoko got you in the first place. We're gonna have a really long talk the next time I see her. Still, I feel safe around you. It was actually a good day. I had a really good time before we got to that factory. And the day isn't over. We can do something once we get home. I don't know. You owe me. Why? I hurt my ear because of you. Okay. Okay. What do you want to do? I'll think about it when we arrive home. So you know how to fight? She doesn't seem upset over what just happened. Of course I know. I'm a cop. Was it hard to learn? Kind of. It's hard to fight against metal rivals. I'm lucky to have my prosthetic arm. Everything happened so fast. It's amazing how you managed to react to everything. To be honest, I don't remember it too well. All I know is that I wrecked his memory chip. I don't like fighting, but the way you did it almost looked like a dance. I need to use martial arts when I'm against someone physically stronger than me. But seeing how delicate you are, I think pacifism is probably the way to go for someone like you. Thinking about it, where can I find a new eardrum? I guess I'll have to ask Yoko. Her internal design is way too strange to try to fix myself, and I can't risk taking her to another mechanic. The sun begins to set, but I don't have to wake up early tomorrow, so I don't mind. Actually, I even feel like hanging out with Mar now that I feel calm again. It was months of just leaving me home to go to work, and then coming back home just to repeat the cycle. I'm starting to give up on understanding her programming. It's completely new, and absolutely nothing like what I've learned. I guess I'll have to coerce Yoko into telling me. We're finally back home. I choose to sit down just by the window and watch the rain. Mara sits right next to me, of course. Do you wear black for any particular reason? All your clothes are black. I just like black. Where'd this come from? It's not just the black clothes. I wouldn't say you're completely gothic, but you're definitely kind of gloomy. But you're a good person deep down, I think. I don't know what you're talking about. I just happen to like that coat a lot. An old friend gave it to me. Don't you like it? Not exactly, but it fits you. Actually, everything about you fits. You wear black coats, police, seem kind of bleak, listen to electronic music. You almost look like you came out of a novel. And I'd like to know which novel you come from. That mechanic called me a monster. Do you think he was a believer? I don't know. We don't have many believers in this district, but you never know. You shouldn't think about it too much. The important thing is that we managed to leave that place safe and sound. Kind of. What about you? Do you believe in God? I never really thought about that, but I also thought you didn't really have to believe in a God to be a believer. That's right. Although there's always a concept that takes its place. For example, the humanist God is the human body. Of course, there is in a very romanticized way. I don't think I could have humanism as my religion. You're kind of a walking anti-humanist symbol. You've been surrounded by that for your entire life. I think I'm starting to understand why you're so interested in learning about me. I've never really given that a thought, but maybe it is one of the reasons. Until now, every new android generation would just agree with humanists. Actually, androids are just a copy of a human, a mere expansion of the human race. If you learn something about me, I want you to tell me. Alright. So, if you don't have any believers in this district, who's that mister with a cone over his head who had posters everywhere? The Cone Mister is our Prime Minister, working under the Emperor. He's very close to the royal family, but deep down he's yet another ultra-humanist politician. Thankfully, the previous government got everything done regarding android protection laws. You're safe. Don't worry. So, what are my rights? You don't have any. It's more like people have to respect my rights as your owner. I guess that'll have to suffice for now. You've no other choice, sadly. My bed's still unmade, so I just flop onto it. Mara checks the fridge. I think she's going to cook something. I can hear noises outside and police sirens, so I look out the window to see what's going on. What happened? It's a Velta Labs van. It crashed. An accident? No, you rarely hear about accidents when it comes to Velta, but I don't really care about it, to be honest. There's barely anything in the fridge. I'm gonna go cook an egg. It's the only thing that hasn't expired in it yet. Do you want one? Sure. I sit and look at her while she cooks. I'd help her, but I think I'd only get in her way. It's kind of weird. Mara reminds me more of a roommate instead of an android, like Elaine was. I get goosebumps every time I remember that she's just a machine, and it bothers me. Having to deal with so many androids at work has affected me deeply, and now I find it hard to enjoy their company. But I have to admit, whoever programmed Mara is a genius. No matter the situation, she always reacts in a real way. She's probably even too human for this district, in which everyone acts according to a set rules and policies, myself included. She's done. Mara brings 2 boiled eggs sitting on a pair of spoons, careful as to not lose balance. Why'd you bring them like that? They're going to fall. If I take them with my hands, I'm going to burn myself. That's why you have to dunk them in cold water before peeling them. Or you could have used a bowl. You only have 2 and they're dirty. A cup? Dirty. All of them. Before she can give me my egg, she takes a bite out of it. It's not too hot. Hey, give me the other one then. That one's mine, but you can take a bite if you want. She puts it in front of my face. I take a bite, but it scorches my mouth. It's burning. That's why I bit yours. She blows on her egg until it gets cold. We finish our meal in complete silence. I feel uncomfortable. She stares at me the whole time. Was it good? I mean, it was just an egg. Again? It was delicious, thank you. Why don't you help me clean up the dishes? That way I won't struggle with the spoons. I nod. It only takes a few minutes when we do it together. My sink's very small, so I can't have too many dirty dishes even if I try. After changing my clothes, I give Mara a brand new toothbrush. That makes me think. Mara, have you showered since you came here? Do you need to take baths too? Of course I do. What sponge did you use? Yours. She sneaks under my arm once I get closer. Do you really have to be there? Can't you wait? No. After that awkward moment, we head to the futon in silence. I can't sleep. Mara was completely out within 10 minutes. I quickly get up and walk over to my terminal. It seems that Yoko's online. I choose to enter with my avatar. I know she prefers this over text. Yoko. What's up? How's the android? That's exactly what I wanted to talk about. Why don't you tell me more about her manufacturing process? She acts too human-like. Don't you like it? I thought you were sick of robots being so cold and repetitive. Yeah, but still, I think it's weird. Why would anyone build an android without any real purpose? Of course she's got a purpose. She does what the fourth generation couldn't. Be human, you know? So you knew it? Even so, she's still a bunch of code. A really well programmed one, but code nonetheless, right? I knew what? She's living with you so you can have a friend, nothing else. Didn't you buy her for that reason? I find it hard to be her friend. Every time I remember she acts that way only because she's following her rules. I don't know. I don't like it. I know it's all fake. What if I never told you she's an android? I think there's more than enough important stuff you didn't tell me. What's up with all these questions? Do you want to return her? How did you get Mara, Yoko? I told ya, I can't say it. I don't think telling you will fix any of your problems anyway, alright? You're right, because you stole her from Velta Labs and there's no way I can fix something like that. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you sure you can't trust her just because she's an android? Don't you think there's another reason for that? What else could it be? You always had really fragile self-esteem, you know? Don't change the subject. Can't talk about it right now. Gotta go. Don't think you're getting out of this. I'll see you very soon. Don't sweat it. Good night. I log off the HoloNet. Maybe Yoko's right, and I'm just overthinking. I've been paranoid for years, and it's only gotten worse ever since they demoted me. Maybe this whole thing over who built Mara or why they did it isn't a big deal. But I can't stop thinking about it. I mean, I'm more concerned about the crash that just recently happened outside. Especially when she said, like, that's not normal. That's not like a normal thing to happen. I need to sleep. I still think about this tomorrow. I will still think about this tomorrow. It's too much for me. I haven't been involved in a situation like this in a really long time, and I don't think I'm ready for it. Project Mara. 10 days before the incident. When the soul suffers too much, it develops a taste for misfortune. Albert Camus. I can't sleep. It's barely been an hour since I went to lay down on my bed. I'm still worried. I wouldn't be thinking about any of this if I hadn't trusted Yoko in the first place. Mara's still asleep. I'll leave her alone. I decide to grab a snack and get myself dressed. It seems that she's waking up. Uh, good morning? Good morning. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. Do you want some breakfast? No, it's still dark. Why are you up at this hour? I can't keep this up. I need to know what's going on. Something came up at work. I'll come back soon. It's Sunday. Come back to bed. It's my job. Go back to sleep. Mara plops down on the futon again and closes her eyes. Perfect. I rummage through my desk until I find my old Velta pass. I hope it still works. I leave my house and take a train to the police station. I get in from the parking lot so nobody notices me and head to the armory. The guards are quite drowsy. They recognize me, but they don't bother to ask what I'm doing. I take one of the thermotic camo outfits and head over to Velta's laboratories. It's raining. This outfit isn't as effective in rainfall. I need to get inside. Trucks seem to be constantly getting in and out, so I sneak in once they open the gates. 2 guards are going to pass by the metal detector. I need to wait until they do. So, one of the armored trucks that left the lab was attacked by some sort of terrorist group. Thing is, the police went there and get this. Now there's rumors floating about that they were carrying child androids. Hey, are you trying to get us fired? It's a little shit, don't believe it. But they don't ever allow us to see what's inside the trucks. Don't you think it's kind of fishy? No. I just know that Velta's onto some really shady stuff. Then there's that other thing. What kind of terrorist group has enough power to actually attack a Velta armored truck? They usually have a bunch of escorts. If a manager hears you, move your ass. The patrol isn't over yet. Alright, okay. If they ever attack this place instead of the trucks, I hope we're not on the same ship. Once both guards get out of my way, I finally get a chance to sneak inside the plant. I know the facilities pretty well, so I know exactly where they keep stuff they'd rather have hidden. I make my way downstairs until I reach the bottom of the building. An elevator door opens and a group of guards emerge. Security down here seems to be tighter. I follow the guards until they reach a wall with a computer. They turn around the corner, but I stay put. I make sure nobody's around and swipe my card. It works. It's pitch black, so I access the computer and turn on the lights. They have a lot of files here. It seems to be some kind of incubation area. I suppose the new creations spend their last development stages here. There's nobody around, but it's likely that they've got a security cameras. I need to hurry. I connect to one of the terminals and take a look at the data. Every single subject has a serial number, name, and receptative. Every single subject has a serial number, name, and address. There are different Velta facilities all over the Empire. I know some of them. They never stopped their research about self-development in androids. They just kept it a secret. I check every capsule. Each and every android is already in their adult stages. Did they find a way to stop the constant thirst for growth or knowledge they experience? If they did, it'd probably be a mistake to destroy all the progress Velta made. After all, science does require testing.